Almost no developing country, maybe one or two of them, made certain decisions. Almost none of them joined the sanctions against the Russian Federation because they are perfectly aware what is going on here, what kind of game the West is playing, and they understand that it's not about Ukraine. But the thing is that our Western counterparts want to prove to them that it's still up to them to make any kind of a decision, and the threats that are now being voiced against the Chinese People's Republic. Sometimes I wonder, are they saying these people who are posing these threats? You cannot threat to anyone, but when you threat China under current conditions, I really can't wrap my mind around it. If we speak about the manners, well, our Western counterparts have gotten really bad with this, so they are not thinking about diplomacy anymore. They are now only deal in blackmailing and threatening everyone else. When addressing the participants of the Foreign Minister meeting, President Modi, he presented balanced and responsible position of the country as the president of the G20. Relations we have with India can be described as the privileged strategic partnership. We appreciate highly the responsible and worthy of a great power stance that India is taking globally on all the key matters of the global agenda. The relations we have with India can be described as the privileged strategic partnership, and they are described as such in the documents that we have signed. And these are not just words. This formula reflects the special character of our relations, starting with India's independence and up until today. That's the nature of our relations, and we appreciate highly the responsible and worthy of a great power stance that India is taking globally on all the key matters of the global agenda. And today, when addressing the participants of the Foreign Minister meeting, President Modi, I think he presented balanced and responsible position of the country as the president of the G20. And in this address, he was not just speaking about some isolated individual situation, because the West is trying to divide the geopolitical picture into individual episodes. But in the address by Mr. Modi, he gave the assessment of the situation across the globe in general terms, and I completely share it. I think it has already been published, so you can familiarize yourselves with it. As for the assistance in resolving the crisis, on many occasions we have publicly stated that we have never refused to listen to serious suggestions that are made out of the sincere willingness to find a political resolution. One more time, I would like to remind you, when we are called to start negotiations, I do not remember anyone from the Western colleagues or from anyone else from any other countries talk to Ukraine to call them upon starting, to call upon them to start negotiations. And I think there is a certain sad truth about this, because Ukraine is encouraged to continue war.